just swiped the card. She never gave me a receipt, okay? I paid for my food. Are you kidding me? I just paid. Listen. You didn't get, no, you shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're doing. Okay, I apologize. Listen, I just had surgery. Okay, I apologize. No, you shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're doing. Okay, I apologize. Listen, I just had surgery and I'm in pain. No, it ain't your, yeah, it is your problem because you know why? Because you ain't doing right. Okay, so, okay, all right, okay. Listen, people like that give me anxiety when you ain't doing your job right. You messing up my time.
She should have went to a different aisle.
It's got approved. She never gave me a receipt. I didn't ask for that. Okay, but she canceled out my food. Oh, for some toilet paper. I got cash for the toilet paper. Right. Thursday, you get some more shit. Okay. Okay, but you asking me, I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, I can bring it down. I can bring it down. Okay, okay. Please. She never charged me for the toilet paper.
Look how big there's a party cell looking at. It's still good. You talking about the one over in the hand, right? Yeah. With the gray hair? Yeah.
Y'all skin. Okay.
Listen, I don't want to go no further than to shut the F up that she said to this man, that she said to this brother right here. Because that's where I want to stay, because I stopped listening after you told him to shut the F up. Because all I was thinking in that moment, look at this scene right here. Him being the worker, her being the customer. Ultimately, if the roles were reversed and he was the customer and she was working behind the register, and whatever the reason, he just proudly and loudly told her to shut the F up, guaranteed he'd have been tackled by every man in that store. And he probably would have been kicked by some of the women while he was on the ground. So I watched her tell him that the entire time, nobody addressed that woman, because obviously this guy he's at work. So not only as men do we already have to show a certain degree of restraint, but also his hands are tied even further because he's actually doing business right now. He's at his place of business. And even when the other manager came, what does he do? Please. Why do we have to beg adults? And in this case, an elder adult to act right. I don't understand that. But I'm going to leave it there. If you all could like the video, I would greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second, and it actually does help out more than you know. And also, if you could hype, that helps as well. Let's get into the next clip.
Nobody wants food stamps. Nobody wants to deal with this. People who think that getting food stamps is some kind of wonderful experience, it's not. I don't want to have to get these. I don't want to have to deal with this stuff. It's not easy and it's not fun. I just wish I had the money to pay for food on my own. I wish I did. I wish that my ex would pay their back support. I wish they would pay any support. I wish that people would visit my shop and buy things for me. I wish a million things were different. I wish I didn't lose both of my parents and I wasn't so depressed that I can't even think straight most days. I'm doing my best. I had to come on here and beg people for $20 and have everyone tell me what a piece of shit I am for asking for money. I'm just so sick of it, you know. I try to do everything right. I work really hard. And I know I'm not different than any of you. You're all working hard and you're all having a hard time. It's just so frustrating. I think maybe I'm finally going to get my benefits tomorrow, but I'm not getting my hopes up because I don't know. Why should I? Just been so hard. And I try to be so kind to people and be really nice and try to help people and be a good person and be patient. It just gets me nowhere. But I hope this is finally done because I'm just so tired. I need to be working. I don't have the time to sit on the phone and sit up in the DHS office for hours.
Here's the thing, right? First off, sorry for her loss. She said she lost both her parents. But she mentioned, she's kind to people and it just doesn't pay off or whatever the case. Well, what are you being kind for if that's the case? Is it transactional? Are you expecting to receive something? I think we need to stop taking things that are just the standard, right? Like that's what you're supposed to do. What's the alternative? You're just going to be disrespectful and rude like the first lady was? So I guess if you base it off that, since there are a lot of people in this world who are just feel like they can do whatever, I guess maybe we can give you a cookie. But how it should be is we should just all be kind to each other, right? And she's mentioning she has her store. And also, I guess she comes online begging sometimes. Listen, if you had time to build a whole store, then you got time to continue trying to figure out how you can work. As well as you're on TikTok right now. I don't understand. I mean, I hear all the things that she's wishing for, right? Because she said about 5 wishes right there. But I don't hear what she's grateful for. Be grateful that you live in a place where you can go and apply for some benefits when you need it, and then you'll come have the cavalry come save you. Be grateful. We're not even grateful for what we have sometimes, and I'm no exception. I have to ground myself as well and remember to be grateful, and that there's people who have it a lot worse. And if you live in this country, there's people who have it a lot worse all across the globe. So that's my only thing. A lot of these things are self-inflicted that we put on ourselves, right? Because she's mentioned she's not getting the support. A good rule of thumb, you don't have kids if you can't take care of them and you don't get support. We see a million scenarios of people having kids and not getting support or not getting enough support. So a good rule of thumb is either have kids in the context of a marriage or have kids when you are in a stable financial position to where, listen, I think, never mind. Let's get into the next clip.
Were cut from $440 to $54 a month. With my rent being $1,984 and I only get $2,000 a month, I'm left with just $16 for everything
$2,000 rent. Where does she live?
else. Imagine trying to feed a family with only $54 a month. It's impossible. And this isn't just my family story. Across North Carolina, 1.4 million families rely on SNAP, including 600,000 children. Because of Republicans' big ugly bill, North Carolina could lose $700 million in federal funding. That shortfall.
So she's in North Carolina. And I'm not saying that $2,000 isn't regular rent now, right? That's not what prices have gone to. But what I am saying is, definitely, I don't think that North Carolina rent would be that high. But we also have to add the context of, when you have kids, yes, each bedroom is a multiplier of how much you're going to pay. And so it's possible that she has kids, so she has multiple rooms. Now, I think that we need to rethink what we need when we're saying that we only have $16 to our name at the end of the month, right? At that point, listen, you might have to figure out how to make it work, right? If we got nuked right now, everybody will be in a bunker. It don't matter who it is. So you might have to have that bunker mentality and just be like, hey, y'all, we got to hunker down. We all going to be in this living room with cots to the wall, like we're in the barracks.
Could force the state to end the SNAP program altogether. If that happens, families like mine and millions across the state will be left without food assistance. That ain't right.
Yeah, let me tell you something. It is, if I'm not able to make sure that I'm keeping something for myself at the end of the month, i.e. saving, that is an emergency for me. That is when my emergency switch comes down and I know that I need to do something. So whatever your circumstances are, you need to make sure that when it's all said and done and you're going to work and you're using your time and you're using your life force, that you have something left for yourself, because you will not always have all this time in this life force. And you're going to be hoping that you have something for yourself at that point. But yeah, I mean, you have to make sure, listen, if you're not able to save, that's an emergency. And you need to look at what you need to do logistically in order to get to a place to where you do have something saved. I don't care if it's 10%, 20%, something needs to be getting put away, stacked and compounded month after month, year after year, hopefully decade after decade. Because if not, then you are in a crazy situation. So you have to look either where can I improve to earn more, gain more, or where can I cut? And that may also come in cuts when it comes to lifestyle as well.
So Donald Trump and the food stamp office really played in my face yesterday, because why was the food stamp app saying that I no longer qualify? Oh, my case doesn't exist. All these red little pop-ups and messages. I couldn't get into the Connect EBT portal. I damn near had a heart attack. Because what the heck? I have 2 kids and I work part-time. Why would my benefits be getting cut off? That doesn't even make sense. So I'm like, you know what? First thing Monday, I'm going down to the
She doesn't even look like she's older than mid-20s. And she got 2 kids already.
office, or I'm calling my caseworker, or I'm going down there and figure this out, because it doesn't make sense. Then come today, Sunday, everything's back up. My case is back open. Everything's back up. The app is back to normal. The Connect EBT portal is back to normal. My benefits are coming, and all this, everything's back on. Can y'all stop playing in people's face? Like, stop. Just stop. It's not funny. It's not cute. Like, I'm really getting tired of this administration. Don't ever play on my top like that. Like, I have a lot of patience, but cutting off the EBT, that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. Stop. Stop doing that. Fuck Trump, all 2025.
Straight. So basically, they just had a glitch in the system because the government is not a corporation. They don't get the latest and most cutting edge technology. Most of their systems are quite antiquated. So that's one. But she had a glitch in the system where basically she didn't have access to her stuff, right? Think of it like when you go online, like maybe you go to your banking app and it's like the website's down or something. They're doing maintenance. It sounds like that's pretty much what happened. Maybe it happened on her mobile app or whatever the case. They were probably doing something. But I look at this as divine intervention, in my opinion. Here's why. Because what I think happened is, I think that was divine intervention to say, hey, it basically just shake up your biology a little bit. Get that adrenaline pumping to where you're like, oh my gosh, what happened? To where you think that now all of a sudden you don't have it no more. And then it gets your wheels turning. Because what that should have been was a wake-up call to say, hey, understand this can get shut down, just like this little app just got shut down. So what you gonna do then? So what that should have done was injected some urgency into this young lady to understand that let me leverage this, let me utilize this right now while I have it, but don't let me get dependent on it to where I come on here crashing out because the server was down for a day. That's how I would have interpreted that whole situation. Let's hope she's aware. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like now she's got her government assistance pacifier back in, and she can stop crying now. And I wouldn't recommend that. I would definitely look at that as a signal to prepare yourself. So we'll leave it there for today. You can like the video. I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second. Helps out tremendously. Also, if you can hype the video, hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And basically, when you hype us, it pushes us to the capacity that it pushes the larger content creators. So on your mobile device, if you just press the hype button, just like you press the like button, it'll show you the points. And because I am a smaller content creator, we get more points. So that is an advantage we have currently. And then also Patreon's link below if you want to see self-improvement content. But until then, I'll catch you in the next video.